The job market is cooked. Unless you like fry cooking or customer service, I hope you like the view from underneath the nearest bridge, because that might just be where you'll be crashing at soon enough. If things continue going on how they have been lately, we might all join Tent City. And it's currently tax season, yet people are spending money like they forget how much they struggle throughout all the rest of the year. Anyways, don't mind me pocket watching a bit. Let me get back to worrying about myself. Anyways, if you feel like you relate to anything discussed in this video, or you just simply like content discussing the collapse of society, feel free to like, comment your thoughts and opinions below, and subscribe to see my daily or bi-weekly uploads around here at 12 p.m. Central Time. And a huge shout out to all my Patreon supporters, my channel membership, just everybody who rocks on my content. Now, let's get into the video.
The banks don't have any money because money's not real. It's all ones and zeros on a screen.
Think about that, folks.
I was talking to somebody who went to the bank yesterday, tried to pull out $10,000. They didn't have it. I've been through that before. You have to call a week before, request the money, and they'll let you know when it's arrived. They said, okay, cool. Let me get $5,000. The bank didn't even have $5,000. A whole ass bank did not have $5,000. Something were to happen. If they were to just to decide that they are not going to open the doors, you don't have any money. We got to start doing things differently. You got to start carrying cash.
You know, think about that, folks. Think about the bank, the modern day place that's supposed to, control all the money that's in circulation. They can't even fork out a few $1,000s, a measly little slight chump change to, in terms of the whole world economy or even your local community economy. You would think they'd even have a few $1,000s just throughout the deposits they've had throughout the day, depending on what day it is or weekday or what time of the year. But that is actually the truth. Is most of your banks or your local currency systems, they don't have a few $1,000s or really any money at their local expense to access or divvy out most of the time. Which also makes you think, it's like, all this money, how much of it is real? And the idea that we're circulating, or that we have about money, I need to stop saying the word circulating, the idea we have around money, it's like, how true is it? Is the dollar really as valuable as you think it is? How much is all the debt that we're in as a society, America, and as we all have individually? It's not really making sense.
With you at all times. You need to keep some cash under your mattress, buried in the backyard. I don't care what you have to do. Small denominations, because if you got $100 bill and you need to break it to get some food and water, and the person says, oh, I don't have any change, then what are you going to do? Small denominations, keep as much as you can. I don't know what to tell y'all about these 401ks, Roth IRAs, pensions, and stocks, because that definitely ain't real. They have the...
Think about that. Your retirement plan isn't real. Honestly, I don't really think stacking up dollar bills in a physical, mindset really isn't really the way either. Because inflation will eat all that up throughout time. And even if, I feel like digital money has somewhat more safety, but at the same time, no money is overall safe in terms of we don't really control what the value is of it. It's all about what we look at it and value it as a whole,
Control. But we got to take some of our control back.
Good luck with that.
Yes, getting real weird out here.
In this world, there's people meant to be doctors, people meant to be dentists, people meant to be astronauts, whatever. I'm meant to be unemployed. And, I say this so seriously. I'm meant to be unemployed. I could have a job. I have had a job. But it's just, that's not my calling. My calling is to be unemployed. And I'm, very, very serious. And I have, literally talked...
You know what, guys? I've been unemployed for so long. It might just be my calling. Honestly, I think I could work. I have the access to work. I just don't want to because I'm just not that type of person. She can't be serious. I feel like some of the videos I cover on here have to be certified rage bait, because I feel like people can't be that delusional, not knowing how people react to these type of sentences they're spewing out their mouth holes. But at the same time, there are people out there, believe it or not, that have a low enough IQ to actually think like this. So let's hear her out. I bet her parents are proud.
Parents about this. And listen, don't ask questions like, how am I surviving financially? Because I'm literally not. But it's what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do? Get a job? No. I'm not meant for that. It literally feels wrong. It doesn't align with who I am. And
okay, so I'm going to sound, hit or miss to some folks. In the current day society, yes, it's very, very low chance you can survive in a one-income household. The man and the woman, or man and man, woman, however, you guys deal with your personal relationships. You probably do need more than one income in your households to actually survive and have a systematic, life. But at the same time, it's as a woman, it is still acceptable to be a housewife, to not work if you can have a partner that can take care of you. As a guy, it's not so acceptable socially, or how people, the judgment is there, and it still is, and it probably always will be in society as humans. But at the same time, it's like her mindset around this is just so Gen Z, isn't it? It's so youthful. It's very diverse.
Just have faced the facts. I'm meant to be unemployed, and that's okay. Like, it's okay. So if there's anyone out there, who wants to feel seen, who's been feeling the same way, I'm with you. We're like this. We're like this. It's okay. Don't feel no shame in that game. I love being unemployed.
Still doesn't know what shame is.
I've been unemployed for a year, and I'm so tired of it. I yearn for it to be.
Think about this. The mindset of the last girl we just heard, and the mindset of this woman right here. This warrior of a woman. She's yearning to slave to the man.
A little capitalist cog in the machine again. I just want to go into my job.
I miss being a robot. Plug me back in.
And make money and do something. I'm so sick of this. Please, someone give me a job.
Believe it or not, as humans, I do believe we are made to work in some regard. Now, the idea of work has definitely got misconstrued in our current day society, but I do think that even in modern day, if you can pull in any sort of fulfillment through your job, whether you can brainwash yourself to just convince yourself that the job you're doing is bringing in income and that's fulfilling your family, one day you can retire. If you can brainwash yourself to believe that, that is enough fulfillment to keep you going. But with no fulfillment at all, there's really no purpose or meaning or drive to continue or accomplish any of these goals, to get anything done. So I really do find it interesting, the different perspectives, the different personalities and mindsets around work, money, and the economy, because some people, they understand that it's inevitable to have to work in some regard. Well, some people they just hate the system so much, they'd rather just convince themselves it's different than it actually is.
Y'all, groceries are so expensive. I came to get a job here to eat free food. It's tough out here right now.
Well, why do you work?
Think about that. She got a job at a fast food place just so she could get free food. I've done this for the majority of my later teen years and my early 20s, and I plan to continue doing this for as long as I can. Guys, you can definitely use and abuse those fast food free apps, upgrades and like the point rewards. Those are real. Those actually work. I definitely recommend you guys check those out. When I was living alone, and still to this day, that's how I feed myself a lot of the time. Because let's be honest, in America, we're all living on some sort of red 40 grease-filled sludge.
So hard. Why don't you just take a break? Why don't you stop working so hard? Wow, never fucking thought of that one. It's almost like the persistent fear of poverty keeps me going. The fuck?
Yeah, it's not really much of a choice, folks. Whether you like it or not, the work is coming. And you can see that the sun is shining in. This is the hope. This is the light. This is fulfillment. I hope you guys can see this right here, as I can see on my camera as I'm looking at myself. The light's coming in throughout this video because the hope is getting brighter, and the day is getting young. The sun's going to be going down soon. It's shining through my window. Either way, sorry if there's any background music. I do live with people, and they are playing loud music. But either way, I'm going to continue pumping these videos as much as I can, despite whichever things are trying to stop me. The recent topics I've been covering in my videos have not been getting pushed out as wide and far spread as they usually have been. Oh, I'm just gonna leave this in. I don't know what that is or why that is. I think I know why. I'm not gonna say they're trying to silence me, but maybe I'm just not hitting the algorithm the way I'm supposed to be. Either way, I do appreciate all you guys who do support me. I would love to know your guys' thoughts, opinions regarding all this stuff. Do you love your job? Do you hate your job? Do you love work? Do you hate work? Do you think we're meant to be slaves and cogs in the system? Or is there more to life than this? Either way, huge shout out to all my Patreon supporters. You can DM me personally for $1 a month. Shout out my channel memberships. You can access these videos before they are accessible to the public for, I think, $3 a month is the lowest on there. Not quite sure yet. You can check that out in the description down below. And just shout out everybody who rocks my content. I love all you guys, and you guys throw me a lot of support, and I will be here for as long as they let me. So I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.